Hello again, it's Jimmy here at O'Reilly's, and we are back here at this Ford Transit Custom. We have tried to do a DPF clean on it with a couple of bottles of stuff. So we have went away and I have now come back with some different fluid. I've had to order it for a couple of days delivery, so I'm back here at the van now and we are going to try this this new fluid. So I've got my fluid bottles in here, and if you remember last time we used Wins and the JLM. I'll just get them out here so I can show you. So if you look on my last video there, I tried the JLM fluid first. This didn't work. Then tried the Wins fluid, that also didn't work. So we have now got another bottle of fluid. Now I have been through this same procedure already. I didn't have it on camera. I've been through this procedure on a Peugeot Boxer with exactly the same engine as this Ford Transit. So these vehicles seem to suffer a little bit worse than others, to the point where this fluid and this one doesn't work. And I've already tried this other fluid on the Peugeot Boxer and it did work. Now we're going to try it here on this Ford Transit. So we tried this a couple of days ago. It didn't work. And now I have this Launch UK fluid. Let's try this. Now if this doesn't work, it's going to be just obviously a case of the DPF is just beyond the point of cleaning and it's going to need a new one. But let's give this a try. Now I've got very good hopes for this because I've tried it on a Peugeot Boxer and in a similar situation this didn't work and this one did. So let's make a video here and see if we can get this to work. So I've got this gun here that I'm going to use with it. This is the gun that matches the fluid, Launch UK gun. Now how this works is it actually works better. You know, I've had some readings on this stuff and it actually works better if you dilute it 25 to 50% with water, because the water actually helps the fluid oxidize, and it works better when you dilute it with water, which is actually better for me because that means you use 50% of the bottle. You can get 2 vehicles out of 1 bottle. Just have to use my 2 hands there to unlock that because obviously it's got some sort of safety cap on it. So let's pour. We've already poured half the water in. Now let's fill the bottle up with the Launch fluid. There we go. So we'll just put the lid back on that. Okay, we have the van lifted and we have our fluid ready here. It's connected up to our Milwaukee compressor. You can buy these online anywhere. And I've just got a little coiled air tube onto it connected to the gun there. So now we're going to climb under and get the pipe connected up to the DPF. So we're directly underneath the van. Come up here, here we have the DPF. There is the pressure sensor hose right there. So we're going to disconnect it with these pliers. Okay, we've got the clamp disconnected there, as you can see, and we'll just disconnect the tube. Now we can use the probe from the launch gun and we'll get that wedged right inside there. Now this probe on this gun is a high temperature probe, so it's actually fine to go inside the DPF even when the engine's running. So just seal that up there. Now I've got a wet arse. Right, so the way I'd like to do this is empty half the bottle in while the vehicle's off and let it sit for 10-20 minutes. Then we're going to start the vehicle up and then push the other half in, and that should be it. So let's get it squeezed in. That's just going directly into the DPF there, into that probe. And this is connected up to the Milwaukee compressor, which should start kicking in once the pressure drops a little bit. There you go. Okay, so we're done on that. Now we're going to let that sit for 10 minutes. So I think I'm going to sit inside one of the vans rather than getting wet out here. It's not very good weather today. And actually, I've just thought about something. We want to actually try and have a look at the live data, don't we? So temporarily, I think I'll pull the probe out now and connect back up the pressure sensor holes. So I've got that connected back up. Now we can go inside and have a start of the engine and read the pressure. Okay, we're back in the vehicle. I think I'll turn on the torch as it's a little bit dark. Let me see, maybe turn the torch off. I don't know if you can see the screen better with it out. Yep, just get it focused in. Right, we're gonna get that focus. I'm gonna start the van up and see what pressure we're dealing with. So we've got 2, it's lower in there. It was 2.2, now it's low until it's 1.6, 1.4. Let's give it an acceleration. 37, 33, 24, 25. It's come down about 10 kPa. So I'll just hold the revs now at about 3,000. I'll hold it on there, see what we're looking at. I'll bring the diagnostic machine over here so we can try and get a look at both at the same time, 3,000 RPM. It's dropped rapidly down to 10 there. Still on 3,000 RPM. We are down to 9. We are down to 8. We are down to 7. Come on. That would be around 70 millibars. We're down to 6. Almost 6. Yeah, we're on 6. Which 6 kPa translates to about 6 millibars. Which we are now in the green. This is okay, these readings are okay. Anything under 80 I consider okay, and under 10 on an idle, if you have it at 10 it's kind of as high as you want on idle, which we had it on 2, which is around about 20 millibars. 2 kPa would be 20 millibars, 2.5, 25 millibars. We are lowering down, we're on 6 kPa. Great news so far with this fan. It looks like we're getting some results here this time. So we've settled down now at about 6.8 to 7. So we're going to let go of the revs. Let it idle there. Let's see what we're idling at now. Now look at that. 2.2 kPa down to 490, which is a half a kPa. So we're going to put the rest of the fluid in now while the engine's running. And again there now, stick the probe in as far as possible. So she's in. Right, the engine is running. You see there, we're going to spray in the rest of the fluid. Get it swapped over. Connected onto the compressor there. Engine is running. So come around the back there, that's what we're looking at. Lovely little bit of black soot patch there. Soot comes out. A little bit smoky, can't really see it too well on the camera. We're going to come over and give it a few accelerations and see how much smoke we're pushing out. Not an awful lot. So you can see there's a little bit of smoke. The smoke is not really visible on camera for some reason, but you can see it a little bit, but it looks worse in person. Right, pressure sensor is connected back up. We'll lower the jack down. Got our axle stand out there, and we were just using our high-vis jacket to hang on the handle because we are on a street here. Okay, there you can see it's triggered off of the engine service now, obviously, because I've had the DPF pressure sensor disconnected. So if I go back here, back on this one, I still do this wrong sometimes, even though I've had this computer for years. Live data. No. Not live data. Read codes. Sorry, it keeps going out of focus, so try and get that up for you there. So of course there we've triggered off the P2002 below threshold because of the sensor being disconnected. So we're going to get that cleared now. Go back. Quick erase. That's done. And then just go in obviously and confirm there's no codes. So there we have it, no codes left. Another little quick scan just to be sure anyway. Yeah, we've had it accelerating here for about 5 minutes now. Back, we are done. So that's it. On this one, of course, you've seen there was glow plug errors on there. So we're going to advise them to get those changed. That means the intake manifold has to come off. And I would advise an oil change. We haven't done any regens here, so don't have to do an oil change. But listen, oil change is always a good idea if you've had any sort of DPF problems. So that's it. We are almost around about done. We're going to take you for a little quick test drive here. Right, so you can see we had very good results there. So what I'm going to do for you is, I know everyone is going to hassle me for it, like I normally do get ring, Googling me up. But if you have questions, comment on the video. But what I'm going to do for you is, I know I'm going to get calls and questions for it. Where did I buy the fluid? I'm going to put the link in the description of the video for you, where I bought the fluid from and where you can buy the gun as well. And that's it. Any questions, please leave them in the comments. Don't Google me, don't call me. Right, see you in the next video. Right, that is it on the Transit. We are all done.